Ascenders, good morning. It is the 5th of January 2026, and today we are having a Monday address by a general under attack. Can you see how dark it is in my car? It is Abu Dhabi, but still in January we do have what they call here the winter. The temperature is not wintry, but certainly the change in sunlight suggests winter. It does. It should be illegal for me to be out of my house at this time, running to work to go hustle, and especially to go hustle with teenagers and preteens who themselves have not really woke up, and they have angst from returning to school after a 4-week absence. Comrade, on the 5th of January 2025, the general is faced with some realities, and I want you to check and see if similar ones face you. I have lost the ability to focus on my escape. For the last month, I woke up thinking what strategies I needed to execute. I woke up working on those strategies. I carried on the whole day thinking about my strategy, and I got the cognitive space to be able to execute. Today, the 5th of January, that is now all gone. What do you mean by it's all gone? Simple, really. It seemed like a good idea to keep this thing here. But you know, you forget about some of these things and their weaknesses until they remind you. And we need to go back to one of the other stats, because this slides. When it slides, it takes me out of focus. Anyway. It sound good? I've got a mic. Threatening to do it, and I keep forgetting to do it. Today I will do it. So we have a different streamer that we use to stream to Facebook and YouTube consecutively. Yeah, I completely forgot that when you turn corners, this thing does that. And I completely forgot that I will attach a mic to the bottom of the other one, and the mic lumps it out a little bit, so it makes it difficult sometimes for the angle to be good. Hopefully this will be the last major roundabout turn for a while, and we might be able to just... Who is this idiot? Okay. Yeah. It is Monday, the 5th of January 2026, and it's a very sad day in my ascendancy escape, because I have lost the singular focus on my agenda. When I was on holiday, when I was not required to be at work, when I could spend my whole day on initiatives that concerned my ascendancy, I was being very fast in producing artifacts that would support my escape. Today, all that stops because I go to work. Today, I have lessons to teach. I have students to face. And so I will spend some of my periods facing students. But more importantly, the non-facing time, the non-contact time I have when I'm not facing students will be spent creating lesson materials for my students. It is an expectation of my role, it is part of my job, and it is important that I deliver, and I deliver it well. So some of my time today will be spent creating the resources that I'm going to use to teach. Some of my time will be spent, a lot of my time indeed, will be spent looking at the rest of the week, looking at the practicals that I've got to book, the labs that I've got to book, and make sure that everything I need is in place. It is a travesty, really, for the progress agenda. But it is what it is, because I need capital. I need capital to be able to raise the things that I need to raise, to be able to push the agendas that I need to push. It is really important that I have this singular focus on the agenda. This day, whilst I go to work, I have some declarations I've got to make to myself, and some of you need to make on your way to work. So here goes. My name is Mamet. I'm a true Amanson. I'm for a long name. Yeah. I promise myself to keep the commitment to helping me escape this grind. I promise myself that the significant part of me, the capacities that I haven't sold to my employers, will remain at the service of my effort to escape. I promise to honor my commitments to my employer, to do what I have signed on the dotted line to do, to give what I am contractually obligated to give, to do a good job and preserve my name in good standing. However, what does not concern the workplace will not be made to concern the workplace. What is not part of my job will not be made to become part of my job. What should be the jurisdiction of another paid employee will not be my concern. This year, we are going to work with boundaries. We are going to work with firm boundaries. And I've got to warn you, comrades. The people that used to take advantage of you and your skills will not be happy. Those who want you to do more than you are paid will come up with all sorts of stories. They will call you all sorts of names. You are not a team player. Well, since when did team player mean that I've got to do somebody else's work? You don't integrate with the team. Since when did team integration mean that I've got to be the fool who does what I'm not paid to do? They will whisper to those above them, and so promotion will not come easily for you. Well, promotion was never going to come for you anyway, if we are honest. If promotion was going to come for you, we would have found you a long time ago. Promotion was never going to come for you anyway, but it's a carrot stick dangled over your head. That promotion is not going to come. Yeah. They are going to whisper about you and lose you favors. They would. And if you've read the 48 laws of power, that could be problematic, but you've got to balance it with a few things. We are making these declarations because we have stopped the pursuit of other people's favor. We have stopped courting other people's kindness. We are deciding to focus on what our abilities and capacities can do for us. And we are building that which our abilities and capacities can give us. That is our commitment. Today, when you have a moment to think, pick a piece of paper and write everything that you can do that can give you some money. Everything you can do. that others need, especially the things that you do in service of others. What service can you provide so that you may be paid? And after you figured out what service you can provide, how can you provide this service so you are paid? What is the most effective way for you to deliver this service to large numbers of people in tandem? How do you package this knowledge so that it can be put in front of those who need it, and you can solve their problem for them whilst they solve your financial issues for you? My heart is broken that the month is over and that reality is here to bite me on the bottom. But I also need to say to you that you've got to be realistic on this journey. This day was always coming. The day we finished school, we started the countdown to this day. I started in December to remember, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to report that I had one heck of a December last year. I clarified a strategy last year. I figured out exactly what I needed to happen last year. And those things that are happening are changing my life this year. People will ask me, Amma, should I be in the Ascenders Collective? Let me help you self-diagnose whether you should be in the Ascenders Collective. The Ascenders Collective is for people who are knowledgeable, who have skills, who have talents, who have capacities, who have abilities, and who still have financial problems, who still have cash flow issues, who still have expenditure that exceeds your income. But you know that you are multi-talented. You know that you've got this very special ability to do something. If that fits you, you should be an ascender. You should be. It's a must. You must be an ascender. I'm a why. You must be an ascender because the Lord did not intend for you to be here in financial ruin with all the talents He's given you. If I sit and I catalog what I can do, and then I baseline it to what I am able to inflow, and the amount of waste in my system, oh, it's so upsetting. It is so upsetting. And you should be mad. You should be mad too at yourself. At yourself for permitting that to happen. You should be furious with yourself for sitting by and watching some of these things happen. You should be. You should be raving mad. Enough for you to call time on that nonsense and say enough is enough. Enough is enough. We will not go to work to please people only to have nothing in return. Enough. We will not work under promises that do not materialize. Enough. We will no longer be manipulated by those who dangle promotions and promise of promotions and never deliver. Enough. We are not going to places to let people sample our skills at will because we want to progress. Enough. Put those skills to use. Announce those skills. Let the world know, and those who want you will come for you. This day, if you are somebody who's professional, you should go to visit your LinkedIn. It's a must. Does your LinkedIn reflect all the things you are, you have, you do? Does your LinkedIn tell the story of the things that you are able to do, you are capable of, and you have done? If not, get on LinkedIn and start listing. Update your LinkedIn. Make sure your work experience is very obvious for LinkedIn. Update LinkedIn and have your video CV. I made a video CV a year and a bit ago on LinkedIn. And yesterday somebody required that I sent them a video CV, and I went and found it and I sent it straight to the person. There is my video CV. A video CV, it does a much better job of explaining who you are, what you are, because it demonstrates your personality also in ways in which paper is not able to do. Set your video CVs. Set your stall. Let everyone know what you bring to the table. Demonstrate it clearly. It doesn't need to be an application to nobody. Make sure that your record is right there, ahead of anybody who needs you. Make sure it's in the public domain. At the back of that, make sure that you give regular updates of what you are up to. If you are researching something, talk about it. If you are manufacturing something, talk about it. Especially if you have already refined a method. Put it out here. Put it out here. Yeah. Put it out here. Let the world see. Take credit for it. And invite people to come into partnership with you. Sometimes the invitation can be overt or covert, it doesn't matter. But invite people in partnership. On this day, I tell you, you must learn to package your skills and put it on sale. What is wrong with all this? I have changed these stupid lists many times and they will not change. The only link that is of use to me this morning is the link that says subscribe to my channel. Okay, fine. Subscribe to my channel, please. Subscribe to my channel, please. It is beginning to brighten up. But today, I am going to end up cooped in a building the whole day. When I have some time, I'm going to take some time and come out. I'm going to dedicate my lunchtime to myself, and that's one of the promises that I want you to also make to yourself. Whilst you are returning, or you have returned to the Master's Dungeon, your break time is yours. It should be for you, to be used by you for new activities. It's one thing that took me a long time to learn. My break time was giving up for extra explanations to students. For students who wanted you to, can you go over, can you, encroaching on your time. I will do a great job whilst I'm explaining in the number of periods a week that I have been given. There will be additional support services for those who want it. But to be honest, I say no more to giving up my lunch. Those 45 minutes of my lunch. Or is it even half an hour? Yeah, in my case it's half an hour. That half an hour of my lunch ought to be used to recover from the brutalities of my job. But if it's not been a particularly brutal day, it should be 30 minutes that I take to revisit my agenda, to remind myself of the things that I ought to focus on. To make sure that every step of what I need to do receives the effort and the attention every minute that I get spare, so that my ascendancy is not abandoned because I return to work. I will not abandon my ascendancy efforts, and neither should you. Neither should you. Not abandon my ascendancy efforts, and neither should you. I commit to remaining on the agenda, trying everything I have and can to get ahead. January must be spent slugging it out, and I promise you, if you spend January, every spare minute you have in January, when you go home, give yourself an hour to recover and then get back on the agenda and start working. If you will continue if you will keep on keeping on, for 6 weeks is all I ask. 6 weeks. Keep pushing for 6 weeks. After those 6 weeks, you can sit, you can look back and see how far you have come. And watch out on my page for the Ascendancy Collective homepage. Go and take the free AI evaluation. And when you finish the free AI evaluation, go and have a look at the possibilities of working interdependently, of booking sessions with me and taking branding deals, done for you services, so that when you are in and you can't do things, the agenda is not abandoned. You leverage those who are available to be able to help you build what you need, set up what you need, and to get you going. Beautiful to have all of you here. It's amazing to be getting this opportunity to address you daily. Your general is not a been there, done that general who is giving you an old script. Your general is myself in the trench. I'm fighting. I am locked in myself. I'm off to go serve my master. So I get you, I feel you, I dig you. I hope you dig me and feel me too. I hope that these strategies we are using will be strategies that you will teach to other people who should be on the ascendancy. If you know friends, you know family, you should join the movement, invite them to join, and tell them that daily there will be daily addresses now. This is what we should have done in the first place. I'm yawning. It's just gone 7 o'clock and I'm already 10 minutes away from work. Been driving for 20. I'm going to go in and I am going to be bombarded with a lot of information from the return to work. We want this, you should do this, you should do this, you should go here, you should do this, you should do this. Yeah, that's true. And I will receive that. And I will manage it. And I will strategize. Yeah. I'm going to organize what will be done when, what should be done in the morning. One of the acts to take back some of my time was that yesterday I refused to do any planning and any work for school today. I refused to do any schoolwork today. I am free period 1. If they choose to put me on cover, then I will sit in the cover and I will plan my lesson. Because a cover lesson should never be one where you sit and teach anyway. On cover, you are a supervisor for work that has been set. You should not be put on cover, really, because I am already on cover for a member of our team who lost her place. They sacked somebody from my team and redistributed the person's classes onto all of us. I am already doing that. That should be enough cover. These are boundaries that should be automatically enforced. But if they will not be, then it's entirely up to me to go sit in these cover lessons and get today's planning done. Yeah, I'm free period 1, but I teach period 2. I'm going to have to spend period 1 planning what is going to be done, making sure that all my class cakes and nearpods and the things that I would use to teach are done. And I can deliver those lessons using those resources that were made within the time. But as I was explaining, those class cakes, nearpods, whatever else that I'm going to make today, those are things I own. And I should have the good sense to sell to other people who want them. Yeah, I own it. And I need to figure out the sale. Should I buy petrol now or should I buy petrol when I finish work? Should I buy petrol now or should I buy petrol when I finish work? I can afford a 10 minutes petrol stop now. So that's my answer. We buy petrol now. And maybe a coffee now. These are the decisions that your general will be making today. I hope that it clarifies some of the decisions that you ought to make today. It's beautiful to see you. Assalamu alaikum. May the peace of the Lord be with you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.